or types of accumulation. Types of accumulation, right? Are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. The first one is okay. Now the second one is okay. So it's number third one is do you understand with this? What do I mean to say? You understand everything?
The third one might probably need more examples.
Corrective up wave becomes larger than the impulsive down wave in a downtrend. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And the fourth one is that what was the fourth one, which I told you yesterday? It was, we have a suitable name for it. Wait, hold on. Yes. Okay, V bottom formation with climatic action and exhausting supply. All right. And the fifth one is okay. So these are the types of accumulation. So the first one, oversold via downtrend, number one. So you have a downtrend here. All right. Okay. Downtrend. All right. And then we have this one. Then we have an oversold. Okay. So this one here is an oversold, right?
Yeah.
So you know this situation already, right? When this is oversold, this also becomes plus selling climax, right? Oversold plus selling climax. This one would be, okay, test. There can be several types of tests. For example, higher, low, secondary test, okay? Or we have a spring formation, we have test of spring, all those kind of characteristics, okay? You know this already, characteristics, right? These characteristics.
Yep.
Okay, comma, etc. Whatever the condition may be. And you know that we have, whenever we have a higher, low secondary test, we need to draw another line where we will check out the spring pattern, right? And obviously, if this is test with HL, higher, low, secondary test, spring test, test of spring, etc., etc., this would be AR, you know, right? So there would be two kinds of jump across the creek. Okay. So I want to tell you, when the price breaks through this region, okay. So this, when the price breaks through this AR, this AR, okay. This is JAC minor. Got it? When the price breaks through the AR region. And when the price breaks through this region, this channel region, this uptrend channel line, this supply line, okay, you know this line is known as what? Supply line. You know this already, okay? And this line is known as oversold line, right? Okay, supply line, oversold line. So let me make this line a little bit different. Change the color of this line. Supply line, let's make it red. Why the color is not changing? Well, okay, supply line. And this one, let's make it blue. Oversold line. Got it? Okay, so this one would be known as JAC major. Okay, this is an accumulation pattern. This is known as oversold via downtrend channel. Now, this one, this oversold and selling climax has some characteristics. This wave, which is the oversold wave. This wave, which is becoming this oversold wave, it will have few characteristics. What kind of characteristics it have? Large spread and, tell me, plus
Huge
large volume. Okay, very large volume or large volume. Okay, huge volume, yes. And huge spreads. And what else would we have? Sudden downward acceleration. How do you know that we have a sudden downward acceleration? How do we know that this bar has a sudden downward acceleration? So let's suppose we call this bar as, this one as AI, means impulse wave A. Got it? This one is VI, which is impulse wave B. Got it? Hold on. Yes, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, and this third wave is CI. We call it as CI. So this is a climate, this is wave, which is C. This is impulsive wave A, impulsive wave B, impulsive wave C. So impulsive wave C, how do we know that something is sudden downward acceleration? Okay. How do we know? How can we prove it? Okay. So the idea would be impulsive wave C. Okay. Sorry, impulsive wave CI will be greater than AI. Okay. And CI will also be greater than BI. Got it? CI will be greater than BI, CI will be greater than BI. So how? First of all, what you need to check that the price breaches this oversold line and returns back to the channel. This is the first thing you need to check. Then second thing you need to check is a huge spread. Are there huge spread? Yes, if there is qualified, it is qualified as a selling climax and oversold. Then you need to check if there is huge volume. You need to check the volume. If there is huge volume here, okay, on the downside. Let's suppose there is a volume here. One volume bar, second volume bars, third volume bars. And right at this bar, you will see a huge volume, a huge surge in volume. Okay, and the bar would be huge. Okay, the selling climax bar will either close like this on the end, like this. Okay, 25%. Like this. 25% above low. Okay, or it will close like this selling climax bar. 50% above low. Okay. Got it? Or it will close like this, or it will close like this bar. Okay. It will come down and then it will shoot up like this. Got it? So there's a huge supply and it should have a larger spread. These are the three criteria where the bar should close. Okay, so you have to check all of these things. How huge spread, huge volume, sudden downward acceleration. And the third thing you need to check, close of the bar. At 25% above the low, or 50% or more. Got it? Do you understand this point?
Yep.
Okay. All right. These are three criteria which you need to check for the closes of the bar, how the climatic bar is. So the climatic bar should close at 25% above the low, or 50% above the low, or more than 50%. It should have a huge spread. It should have huge volume. It should have a sudden downward acceleration. Sudden downward acceleration is you need to compare this oversold move to the downside and compare it with the previous moves. Okay, previous impulsive move like BI and AI. If it's larger than this one, then it will be classified as a climatic over. This will be this will be classified as a buying climax. Sorry, selling climax and oversold. Okay, and then what you will do? You will wait for the test. Okay, make sure that the test of this region will have either what kind of test we have. We will either see no demand in the test. Okay, you know already what kind of test you can see. No demand, or we will see EVNR, effort versus no result, or we will see let's suppose spring, okay, or we will see key reversal. Got it? Got it?
Yeah.
These kind of tests
Got
we will
it.
see right away. But remember that the testing volume should be lower than the selling climax volume. Got it? This is very important criteria. Got it?
Yeah. So why is it important?
This one, this one.
Yeah. Yeah, the testing volume.
Testing volume should be lower than the this selling climax volume, the volume over here. This volume, if you compare, and this kind of volume can be higher, but it should be lower than this volume. It's very important. If it's not lower, I will tell you the reason why it's important. Okay, this is a question. Why? Because we need to see that the supply, if there is a lower volume, for example, if there is a lower volume, if the testing volume is lower than the selling climax volume, it shows that supply is decreasing. Got it? Got it?
Okay.
The supply in the supply in this bar is decreasing. If the volume is higher, then what does it mean? There is still the extra supply which needs to be absorbed. Okay. And how it can be absorbed? And how it can be absorbed? Can you tell me?
Wait for another test.
Yeah. Testing on low volume. Got it? Unless and until we say test on lower volume, we cannot say, because what happens when the test is on the higher volume, the price might go up a little bit and then the price will fail here and then continue to go down. This oversold will fail. Do you understand? Understand?
Yeah, understand.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is very important. So this is the structure of the oversold. This is the structure of the oversold via downtrend channel. Now we will have SOT, shortening of the thrust. Okay. Shortening of thrust is very, very similar. Okay. Now SOT is something which you confuse here. So I will tell you. Okay. First of all, we have a channel here. Okay. The state channel. All right. And then you will see a down bar here. This one, the price goes here. The price goes here. The price goes here. Price goes here. Price goes here. See, the point here is that the price is still going down here. Let me see. Wait, hold on. Now, this is SOT here. For example, we have a downtrend channel from here to here. Got it? Your downtrend channel. And you can see that the price, this low, if you see this low, right over here, observe this low. Okay, observe this low. Observe this low. Now, each time we are making lower low, like this low. This low is lower than this low. Am I right? This low is also lower than this low. Am I right? This low is also lower than this low. Okay. Hold on. Hello. Hello. जी जी निशा भाई, आप 10 मिनट वेट करें और 5 मिनट वेट करें। मैं ज़रा एक मीटिंग ले रहा हूँ, वो मीटिंग अटेंड करके मैं आता हूँ, ठीक है? वेट फॉर 5 मिनट्स। हेलो। या
Yeah.
okay, and the third low with this one is also low. Do you see? Each low we are making lower lows, but you compare the distance from here to here. 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 For what are you seeing? The distance is reducing to the downside. From this low to this low, we have a higher distance. From this low to this low, reduced distance, reduced distance, reduced distance. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you
Yeah.
see this kind of situation, this is known as shortening of the thrust to the downside. Wait, hold on. हेलो हेलो। हाँ अब्दुल्ला, 5 मिनट मीटिंग। ठीक है मैं 5 मिनट में आ रहा हूँ, एक मीटिंग कर रहा हूँ मैं, ठीक है? 5। हाँ ठीक है, आ रहा हूँ। Yes. Did you see now? So now what do we have here? Let me show you. When we have this situation, what we're going to do now, we're going to draw this another additional line from this to this. Got it? Joining from here to here. This is all right, from here to here. This, extended it to the all the way up to this side. Okay, got it? So this is shortening of one touch, second touch, third touch. Okay, one touch, second touch, third touch. So we need at least 3 touches. So this is 3 touch, one touch, second touch, third touch, right? This is shortening of the thrust. Can you see?
Yeah.
We call this as SOT. Now SOT can be of three kinds. Number one, this is the first kind of SOT. Second kind of SOT you will see like this. For example, you have this one. Okay, you have this one here, and then you have this one here. This is again SOT, but when you draw these through lines here, you will see that this one, this SOT will have, okay, this third touch will have this kind of SOT. Okay, this is also SOT type 2, right? Okay, SOT type 2. Okay, in this one, this SOT has the characteristics of what? SOT plus oversold.
Okay.
Got it? This is known as SOT plus oversold because this is oversold of this line, this trend line. That's why we call it as SOT plus oversold. Then we have type 3. Type 3 is another form. Okay, what do we have in the type 3? We have this one here. Okay, SOT here, let's suppose. So what happens when we join this third one here, right? This one is still lower, but what do you see that this line does not touch this line. This one is still higher. Got it? Okay, we call this as SOT type 3. Okay, and this SOT type 3 is failure swing SOT. Got it? We call this as failure swing SOT because this swing failed. It did not reach here. That's why we call, and this swing made a this swing is still making a lower low. You can see this swing still makes lower low like this, but it does not touch this line. Got it? It's still low, lower low, lower low, lower low, but it did not touch this line. Got it? That's why we call it as failure swing. Do you understand?
Yeah. It needs to be lower than the previous swing low.
Yeah, it will be lower than the previous swing low. You can see. Wait, hold on. But still, it did not touch this line. When we join these two lines, this does not touch this line. This one, it will touch this line, but the third one will breach this line and then overflow. This one, all of these 3 lines will touch together. Got it? 3 types of SOT.
Okay.
So we call this as SOT type 3. Got it? Now, what you will observe here on the third SOT. Now, where will you see the high volume? Okay, our condition is that we will see the high spread and high volume. So where will you see the climatic action? Can you tell me? The climatic action will either see on touch 2 or touch 3. Touch 2 or touch 3. Do you understand? Either of them. Either on this one or on this one. What you will experience? You will experience huge spread. And then what again? Huge volume. And then again, close, as I told you. Close on 25% above low, 50% above low, all of those rules. Got it? Or more. Got it? Okay, we will have huge spread, huge volume. There is huge spread, high volume bar. Okay, sorry. Bearish, huge volume, high spread. Sorry, huge spread, high volume bar. Closing on 25% above low or 50% above low or more. Got it? Do you understand? Now this third touch, whatever the case is, this third touch, this will become your reference line. What will become? It will become your reference line. Now we will experience the test over here. Got it? This third line will, this line, this third touch, it will become the reference line. Do you understand?
Yep, understand.
Yeah, so we will, this reference line will be the, so on the third touch, we draw the straight line on the low of this, and then this will become the test of this one. Got it? The same thing here. If this becomes climatic action, then obviously this would be AR, you know already, right? AR. This will also be AR, right? AR. Okay. If this becomes climatic action, this is going to become AR. Got it? AR line. Right? And if the price breaks above this AR, it becomes what? Minor jump across the creek. If the line becomes, now in this case of SOT, here will be our AR. Got it? Now, what happens when the price breaks through this? Sorry, this one becomes this one, SOT, then this becomes AR. Right? Got it? Now, once the price becomes this one AR, this AR has the characteristics of what? JAC as well. Am I right?
Yeah.
JAC. And this will become test. Okay. And test, you know, all those kind of tests. What kind of test are we experiencing?
Spring.
We have spring, test of spring. We have higher low secondary test. Okay. And then we have what? We have key reversal and all those kind of things. Got it? No demand, effortlessly no result. Sorry, no supply, effortlessly no result. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a question.
Yeah.
So after AR, then it will fall to the test, right?
Yes, test in the third test region, this on the third touch region. Yeah.
There would be a situation where it breaches the test line, so it goes lower. Such a situation will happen, right? So how will there be a sign whether it will continue going down?
Or it will form a spring.
Until eventually it forms a spring, is it?
Yes.
So it might go down lower than the reference.
Yes. So what happens usually? You will see that the price goes back to this region, okay, and then it forms this kind of move, okay. This can happen with both this situation, with this one as well. So, and then now the price drops back, All right. The price drops back. And now you will see the volume over here. This volume over here will exceed the volume on selling climax. If the volume over here is greater than this volume climax, then this will become a failed selling climax. Got it? Then the price will do what? That will test this region and then will continue to go down. This will fail. Got it?
Okay.
But the key is the volume over here, the volume on this upper thrust, sorry, on this up thrust. Okay, it should be larger than this one, selling climax. Got it?
Yeah.
As
okay,
I told you,
understand.
we see which power has more pulling power. Okay, if the volume is still if the volume of selling climax is the highest one, and this one is not very high, this is still high but not very high, then obviously the price will test this region again, will go slightly up, come back, test this region, and go back up again. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as
Yes.
the test volume is lower
Yeah.
than the kinetic
Yeah.
volume, then yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then there is one more situation which can come. So you know all these kind of three types of SOTs. Okay. Okay. This situation is, for example, we have a test here. Okay. Let's suppose we have a testing line here. Okay. This is selling climax. What do we have? Selling climax. What I'm talking about, that the selling climax line, this is selling climax line. Okay. The price goes up here, forms what? Forms AR, right? AR. And then the price again goes back. Okay. Test this line, which we call it as secondary test. Okay. Then we have many characteristics of secondary test, for example, spring, whatever we have here. Okay. The price goes back up again. Okay. And the price reaches this level, cross this AR. Okay. And then it makes an upthrust over here. Okay. From here. Okay. So obviously, if we are taking this trade from this one, then we will target this high, right? Our target would be this AR. Am I right?
Yeah.
If we are taking, if we form a spring here, we take a long trade, then this would be our target, right? We don't assume that we will go all the way up. And we need to see what's happening over here, AR line. This is the next reference line. So what happens? The price makes an upthrust here, price comes down, and then you will see here that UT, upthrust, this volume of this upthrust is larger than the selling climax volume. Got it? Then what will happen? Then the bias will change. This will become a failed selling climax. What one? Failed selling climax. So what will happen? Now the price will fail on this region and will continue to go down. Then we need to redraw the structure again, redraw this channel again, and define what we see. Okay, got it? Then what you can do, if you see this situation, this failed, so you can wait for the test of upthrust, and then you can place your short position over here. What? Sell position. Got it?
Yeah. Understand.
Okay. This one would be buy, BUY. Okay. You buy here. All right. You buy at this point, the price goes up, breaks it, and then after breaks it, the price has a higher volume and then fails and becomes UT. You exit over here. Now you know that UT is more powerful than selling climax. So this becomes a climatic action because this climatic action takes over this selling climax. So what will happen? The price will test here and then it will continue to go down. So all this range will fail. Okay, the price will go down and now you have to redraw. You have to redraw the structure again, whatever the structure is. Got it? Understand?
Okay.
Okay. Now there's one more thing which I need to tell you that, for example, if we have this selling climax here, okay, how the price is testing is very important. If the price forms and tests like this, for example, if the price tests in a single line, a single wave down, then you will just form there like this, right? You will just test it out. Okay, you will play the secondary test. And then you will take a buy trade here. But sometimes the price does not test in a clear way. What does the price do? The price goes down and start making the wave. Got it? And then the price crosses this region. So now what you have to do, you don't have to place the trade once the price reaches this. You have to wait until the price becomes oversold, and then oversold it will turn back. Got it? You will not place directly on the reference line. You will wait for the oversold and then test and then go up. Got it?
Yes, understand.
Yeah. Makes sense now?
Yes.
Secondary test will be oversold of this one. Got it? This is what I want to tell you. So sometimes the test will be in a straight line. You will just test it. You will have no demand, sorry, no supply, and what other kinds of option? And effortless no results, hidden spring, or you can say key reversal and all those kinds. Sometimes the price will just start moving in a wave when the price is testing. Once the price is about to test the region, you will see the waves here. You have to draw the structure and see. And before wave, you can see the price is about to reach the oversold. And once the price oversold, so many people do what? They enter over here directly when the price touches this. What happens? The price fails here. The price goes further down, becomes oversold. It takes their stop loss. After a stop loss is hit, the price goes back up again. So in this situation, you have to wait until we see oversold. Got it?
Yep. All right.
This is valid for everything. For example, sometimes even we are in an SOT. Example, we have jump across the creek. So what happens? The price has a jump across the creek here, right? The price will jump across the creek here. The price comes back and tests this region. Got it? JAC. After JAC, you will see the price comes back and tests this region. And after testing the region, we see no demand, sorry, no supply, efforts no result, or even the spring setup or a key reversal, and the price goes up. Right? We call this as LPS, last point of supply, last point of support. But sometimes the price does not test in a straight line. What we will do, you will see initially what will happen. The price will start testing like this. The price will start coming like this. This one, got it? We will start forming a wave like this. So now what you have to do, you have to draw this channel again. Okay. All right. Wait for the oversold here. Oversold or SOT, both can happen. What? Oversold or SOT. Got it? And then test this region and go up. Got it? Any problem so far?
No.
Yeah, okay. So I need to go out, Max. So can we continue like after 1 hour if you're free?
Okay.
Or we can do
Let's see.
tomorrow morning. Or we can do tomorrow morning. I will record the video for this V bottom and this one. This all of this, okay? If you want.
We can do it tomorrow morning. Tomorrow
Okay,
morning
okay.
is all right.
Okay, tomorrow morning we'll continue. Okay, fine.
Okay, okay.
So I will send you this video now. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.